Hi, welcome to Married to Reselling. I'm Simon, this is Faye, and we're a UK reselling couple. In today's video is part 2 of the Amazon haul, which you can see part 1 of in the last video. We're totting up as we go along, so you can see how much that lot ended up getting valued at. And also we've got Faye doing a jigsaw puzzle and lots of what solds. We'll see you at the end of the video.
We've got these two cutlery sets. They were both 77p each from a job lot of stuff I got on Facebook Marketplace. These have been listed less than a month and they sold together for £27 in total. These are vintage fish knife and fork sets, 12p, so for 6 people. And this one's quite cute. It's a vintage Royal Dutch Silverworks excuse my pronunciation, El Rosetta spoon and fork set, and they've all got like this windmill, boats, people, so that's quite cool. And both of these are going GSP to China. Then we've got this book that's upside down. This was in a job lot from auction of bric-a-brac. It was just a loose book. I haven't got a cost price for it yet, but it's going to be less than £1, and this sold for £15.
Hello, what have we got?
Crate 4.
Crate 4.
It's a Wedgwood Conway gravy boat saucer, so it's just the saucer. Ooh. It's beige with like a sort of ribbed edge, and it's got a flower in the middle.
Perfect description from you, that was.
Thank you. That cost 16p in a job lot from auction, and that sold for £9.50, and that took less than 2 months to sell. Crate 8.
What's your favourite crate?
7.
Not 14.
We've got a 14.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we have, because there's a 16 there, so yeah.
So what am I looking for? 8. 9, 12, 6, 7, 3, 4, 10, 1, 2.
What's that blue one in the corner?
16.
Bottom.
That one?
Yeah.
Not 8, 5.
Where's 8 gone then?
Oh, here.
Oh wow. Okay, these are vintage Grindley Duraline plates, 6 of them. They're oval with pheasants. They're going to be at the bottom, aren't they?
No, because cunningly I stacked the plates
sideways,
see? So what is it? How many?
These.
Show it in. These?
Yes.
Oh. Ooh.
They're heavy. That's why they've got heavy postage on them.
So they're like pheasanty.
They are pheasanty, they're all the same. They cost 16p for 6 from a job lot at auction, and they sold for £25 plus heavy postage and sold in less than 2 months.
Oh, without dropping them. Just trying to show you that. And we had a...
Someone's at the front door. Who was at the door?
It was a neighbour with a box. I thought it was going to be another damn politician, but no, someone with a box for us.
What have they bought?
They have bought... What is that?
Oh, is that... Oh, it shreds.
That's garden something, isn't it?
Yeah, it shreds sticks and stuff.
So I was just saying that we had the usual question that we get quite often. What is your best price? We have a standard reply. I've shared it before. It basically says, look, just make an offer, because we discuss best price here, the item's available for sale, someone else buys it in the meantime, you feel like, you know, agreed a price, broken promises and all that, just make your offer. And they did, and they accepted.
This is the other site. So in the, I don't know if it's in home or in the bag with the pens, it's a pack of 6 model play sands.
Yeah, I think that's pens. Yeah.
So they were just in a stationary job lot. The first time we met the notebook lady, they sold on the other site for £1.50. Ooh. And I found just a loose one in amongst my stuff, so they can have that as well.
Wow. So generous.
I know. Next up on the other side, we have got some trousers. They are black velvet Marks and Spencer's wide leg elasticated trousers. Had them forever.
What are they called?
Marks and Spencer's wide leg trousers.
It was those, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't listening properly.
Black velvet. They sold for £2. They cost pence in a job lot of clothing from forever ago.
Wow. Tell you what, zip sales really paying off.
And then we've got over here the football shirt. Now this is supposedly an Ajax Bob Marley collaboration-y type thing, football shirt. Now we got this for £4. It's been sitting on the side for ages, finally listed to Vinted, and it sold within 5 minutes for £18.99, so happy with that. Then we've got this job lot here of Marla Wynn and Attitudes by Renee tops. There's 5 tops in here, 2 Marla Wynn, 3 Attitudes. They were in the lot we got off Facebook, all the Marla Wynns, and these had stains and marks on them that I tried to wash. I didn't spend too much time on them, just put them in a regular wash. They didn't come out, so I listed them yesterday as a job lot for £19.99 plus heavy post, because they are heavy, and they sold this morning, like within
24 hours.
yeah,
Well, 12 hours probably.
We've got this. Do you want to tell us about this?
Well, what can I tell you? Sense Sign School. I think it was in an auction job lot. I don't know what I've put for cost price.
£2.50.
Okay, I must have picked it up from a charity shop then, I guess. Yeah, and I don't know, it was one of those things where I thought it'd sell a lot quicker, and I thought it might sell for a little bit more. I thought I might get $12.99, $14.99, something like that for it, but alas. Oh, I can see £2.50, you know, when the charity shops do that annoying thing of putting a label on and then writing on it in biro, so you can see it on the box. So what I usually do for that is just give it a little scratch.
That sold in 4 months for £9.99 plus post.
Oh, and these are going out to a person on Facebook. I discovered a group called something like Jigsaw Recycling Group UK, and a lot of people just post puzzles that they've done, and they're just kind of swapping them or selling them for sort of £3 or £4. And we have a fair few puzzles that are incomplete when we source. So recently I had 6 counted, and only 4 of them were complete. 2 were incomplete. And I get the count, so 1,007 pieces, this should be 1,008, 1,007, 1,007, 1,005. So I just popped a post on this group, and a lady picked 4. I put a price up for 4, £14 delivered was the price that I put up there. Now, we've sold these sort of bundles on eBay before, and I don't think we've ever got more than £9.99 plus post. And this, for 4 puzzles, this is heavier post. We don't use every, so this is like £5.95 medium parcel Royal Mail. So actually, selling them for 14 delivered, minus the 6 post, that's £8. I've got £2 a puzzle back, which is more than we spent. However, we've got not really a lot I can do with incomplete puzzles. So we've got £2 back a puzzle, and selling them on eBay for £9.99 plus post, you know, we actually get less money back doing that. So quite happy with that little group, and I'm going to keep posting on there. So they were paid for on PayPal, and sending them off today.
And then we've got this Ming vase.
Don't call it a Ming vase, not a Ming vase.
So there's a story to go with this vase. You're unwrapping it.
Yeah, I'll unwrap it, so you know I can show its beauty whilst just telling the story.
So I got this down as a cost price of £1. I can't remember if it's 77p or less, because it was either in a Facebook pickup job lot or an auction job lot. It was pence, but I just put £1. It's been sitting on the shelf where I work for a couple of months, because I thought, is this special or is this not? So I wasn't sure. So I contacted 2 auction houses who specialise in Asian ceramics. They both came back very quickly. I also, by the way, when I sent them the pictures of this, I also sent them pictures of an Asian bowl that I've got.
And I probably should just mention now, it is chipped.
Yeah. So someone came back, one of the auctions came back and said it's got little value, nothing great. And the other one came back and said if you put it on an auction site with the bowl that you've also shown us, you might get £50 to £60. They both came back and said they were mid 19th century. So okay, fine. I listed it yesterday on its own, not with the bowl. I thought I'll go a little bit higher, £69.99. It sold in 5 minutes. And the person messaged me straight away asking if I had anything else similar. Could we do a deal off of eBay, just on message? I was like, I haven't got anything similar. It's just this. So yeah, I was panicking because I thought, oh my goodness.
And obviously can't do a deal off of eBay.
No, but I was thinking, oh my goodness, am I going to see this on the Antiques Roadshow soon and be kicking myself? But we had a long chat about it. I posted on Instagram about it. What would other people have done? And I got some interesting feedback. Obviously, there was the put it on auction first, which didn't cross my mind. I'm not really sure why, but
It's a strange one. I think I know why, because so me and Faye often talk about when we don't know the value of something and you can't find out, put it on auction and let the market decide the value. And I think the reason why the only thing I can think of the reason why you didn't do that with this one is because you did it a couple of weeks ago with the tea set and it didn't sell. And I think maybe that just sort of kind of maybe somewhere in the back of your mind made you think, well, that didn't work.
yeah, maybe.
And so I think it's a case of, you know, at the end of the day, if you put this on a 7-day auction and you'd have started it at say £50, £60, something around there, and no reserve, so it doesn't cost anything, like you don't have to pay your 4% for your reserve, and 7-day auctions are free. We have, I don't know, however many it is, allowance a month, so it wouldn't have cost anything other than just waiting for 7 days to see, and then we'd have probably gone ahead and listed it, buy it now.
Yeah. But we went out last night and we talked in depth about this, and I just sort of needed to kind of get over it. I listed it because I wanted it to sell. It's sold. I had some interesting feedback from people. Someone said about a website that Simon might mention in the...
Well, if you name it, I
can't remember it. He's gonna put it somewhere on this video.
Don't hold me to that.
Okay, or message us. But anyway, there was someone suggested a website.
If you go to our Instagram, you'll find the post with the picture of this vase on it, and you'll see that.
Yeah, see the comments.
You'll see it there.
But yeah, so Asian ceramics are a little bit of a minefield. So people do sell them and then get messages after the fact saying, "Oh, I missed this one. Can I give you double?" So yeah, it's an interesting market, one that's a bit crazy, I think.
It's one of those, isn't it? But £70 costs less than £1. You know,
Yeah.
What can we do with that?
Go to Pizza Express and buy pizza.
£60, yeah, basically is what we did.
Another Marla win. This one's a tunic dress, £2.22 from my Facebook pickup. Sold within 2 months for $29.99. Great sale here. Sold in less than 24 hours. It's a good run cardigan.
Hold on, I've got the official pronunciation.
Oh,
So what do you call it?
good run.
It is
Gudrun Fördén.
Gudrun Sodien.
Gudrun Fördén.
Sodien.
try again.
Gudrun Sodien.
Gudrun Fördén.
Is he correcting me?
Come on, get it right. Ready?
Gudrun Fördén.
Gudrun Fördien.
Gudrun.
Alright, anyway, it's an extra large wrap knitted, well, it's actually linen cardigan, woven, like it looks knitted, and it was £6 and sold for $59.99.
So this is part 2 of the haul for Amazon. You saw part 1 in the last video. If you didn't, you can just go back and have a look at that. We're continuing the total and continuing through with what we got. This is one we mentioned the other day. Faye said to me, what would you like to see? And we were reeling a few off. This was one of them, definitely. Hullabaloo, cranium hullabaloo, paid £3.
Out of stock, new and used.
Ooh.
So what does past experiences tell you on that one?
I mean, easily, it's an easy £30, so let's say £30. Mr. and Mrs, always an easy sale. This one paid 50p at a tip shop. We were just driving past on the way to the charity shops. We picked up 2 items. One was for the garden, which Faye was most impressed about.
Like a theatre, like garden staging, and I've wanted one for ages. They're metal, so you can put your pots on it, and it was £5.
So we picked it up, but it filled the boot. It had gaps in it, so we were able to sort of fill around it. It was rattling for the whole journey.
£13.28. There was actually a sideboard I could have picked up in there, and I was really thinking about it this morning. I had a little bit of regret. It was £7 and it was sort of mid-century or maybe earlier. It was really, really quite impressive, and I thought, oh, I could pick that up and take it straight to the auction. But yeah, I couldn't do it yesterday.
Wish you were here. I thought this looked quite interesting actually. We like the odd board game. A game based on a popular TV travel show. So it's like a quiz and it's like Race Across the World.
Yeah, we love Race Across the World.
Paid £1.50.
Only available new, none in FBA.
So we'll call that £20.
Bit of a battered box.
Yeah. So often you'll hear me say that I only really want to pick things up in good conditions. There's always exceptions to that rule. Hullabaloo is definitely one of them because I know from experience that they often are battered, and I've got a nice one in the barn. We recently sorted out all our bits and bobs, did a video about it quite a few weeks ago, and this is another exception. Although the price on this wasn't great, but it's just I know these are quite desirable, these match games. So I paid £2. This is Dreamwork Dragons.
Only available new for £17.99.
So I will list that at £20. And if you're wondering why I'm listing higher used than new, we're coming up to the point where demand outstrips supply, so the price will rise on that. Trivial Pursuit Team, paid £2.50.
£19.95.
Trivial Pursuits for kids, always pick this one up. Usually gets a mention in our haul videos, the one with the dinosaur in the middle. Got two. Paid £3.50 for one and £2.50 for the other.
£16.99.
Trivial Pursuit Genus Edition. Again, this is one that's always worth grabbing, and I grabbed two. Paid £3.50 for one and £3.95 for the other.
£17.98.
Sold this once before, nice one to see, Laser Maze, it's pretty cool, always fun testing this one, and I paid £5.
£19.99.
Ravensburger Star Wars Galaxy Rebellion, I paid £2.50.
£17.99.
Bunch of DVDs, we'll rattle through these as quickly as possible. This is Sing on Blu-ray, paid £1.99.
It's £5.98 new, but there's none in FBA.
I'll list that for £7. Il Divo, paid...
That was 25p.
Oh yes, and that's new, these are brand new and sealed.
£6.51, again, none in FBA.
We'll call that £8. Lark Rise to Candleford, yeah, brand new and sealed, paid £2.
£9.98.
Merlin Volume 2 box set, paid £1.
£9.45.
Grey's Anatomy, the 16th season, paid 99p.
£11.99, but there are none in FBA.
£14.99 then. Captain America on Blu-ray, paid £1.99.
£6 and 2p, but none in FBA.
Got £8. Swordfish DVD, brand new and sealed, paid 50p.
£7.85, but none in FBA.
Call that a tenner. ER The Final Season, paid £3.
£15.82.
ER Season 13, paid £3.
£15.23.
ER Season 12, paid £3.
£19.99.
ER Season 14, paid £3.
£11.54. I loved ER. I think we'd like it if we watched it. It's one we have to binge because we binged House, didn't we? We liked House, the medical one.
Yeah.
So I think ER would be a good one to binge over winter.
I got some books, there's some crackers in here. A Modern Guide to City Living, paid £1.50.
£8.99.
Siege at Jadotville, paid £5.99 I think.
£15.99.
Italian Cooking Made Simple, paid £1.50.
£14.29.
Water Gypsies, paid £1.99.
£12.
Shackleton The Polar Journeys, paid £1.50.
Now this is interesting. It's £11.99 used, but 81 new. So I reckon there's only one in FBA. So by the time you get it in, I reckon you can go higher.
£20. The Grey Rhino. It's interesting. It's got the Amazon warehouse sticker on, which means it's essentially it's been a return and then resold by Amazon. And interestingly, if you see a label like this that says LPN, that is an Amazon return. And it's a bit badly cut, I don't know if you can see that there. All the pages are there, but yeah, badly cut. So I paid £1.99.
£12.59.
Aviation and Meteorology, paid £4.
£20.
The Heart of Yoga, paid £1.99.
£12.90.
GCSE AQA Physics, paid £1.
This sells for £14.10, but I did get it for our nephew, so if he doesn't want it, we'll sell it on Amazon.
Oh, okay, so I'll put that aside. I'm starting to look at cookbooks a little bit more, just in terms of ones that I don't recognise, I'm not looking at Jamie Oliver and all that stuff. We've had some sort of decent hits recently, so paid £3.50 for The Pioneer Woman Cooks. We sold a mug, didn't we?
Pioneer Woman, yeah.
Pioneer Woman mug. Dinner time, Drummond. So yeah, paid £3.50.
£20. That was one I wanted to look at first.
Off to another pile it goes. This is Indian bead weaving patterns. We were in a community bookshop and we bought 2 random books. Can't remember what the other one was.
That one, it was that.
Oh, is it the
Pioneer
dinner time?
one, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't know what you thought. Put this on there. £2.50 I paid.
£12.
Glucose Goddess method. This was £1.
£17.
Vietnamese home cooking, another one that sort of jumped off the shelf at me. £2.50.
£28.
Dr. Becker's Real Food for Healthy Dogs and Cats, paid £1.50.
£25.
The Complete Book of Essential Oils and Aromatherapy, paid £3.
£20.
And the last two, Auschwitz, A History in Photographs, paid £2.50.
£45.
And Islam's Black Slaves, paid £2.99.
£60. What was your favourite pickup?
My favourite pickup was... It's got to be those last 2 books, hasn't it? But then we got everything, but £5.50 into over 100. I mean, that's pretty decent. But other things I like, Where is Moldova? Because I just really like that game. Can we play that?
Well, now, I'd quite like to play the Wish You Were Here game. Is that based on the TV programme from the 90s?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's 2 player, or from 2 players up.
My favourite pickup out of all of that would probably be Hullabaloo, because I saw it and I thought Simon had looked at all the games first and I was like, Hullabaloo? And he's like, oh, I've looked at it. I'm grabbing that. So that was part 2 of our Amazon haul. And for my eBay part of the haul, I spent £78.50 with a listed total of £514. And you can go back and watch that in the last video.
And for Amazon, so part 1 and part 2, I spent a total of £163.25, and that listing total is going to be £1,172.
Which means in total we spent £241.75.
With a listed value of £1,686. So as we said in part 1, profit might be around about 60%. We haven't included fees, etc, etc. So after cost of product and fees, we may profit around 60%, so around £1,011.
Don't forget that some of this might not sell, or might not sell for the price that we've predicted. It could be higher, it could be lower. There could be items here that are missing pieces, that are incomplete. So it's just a guesstimate for now.
So what do you think of that then? Now we've got the totals.
A day out, had a great time, doing what we love. Some pretty good sales there, especially for Q4. This lovely little mug is a vintage Holcomb pottery mug. So that's from Norfolk, and that costs 25p. That's sold within a month for £8 plus postage. Now this bowl, this is a Asian bowl, which I contacted the auction houses I mentioned before with the Asian vase, and this sold for £35 and it cost less than £1, and that sold within a week. One of the Wentworth sold, only one because I haven't done the other one yet, but I actually completed this one. It was, all the pieces were there. It's a 750 piece red squirrel puzzle. It cost £2, sold in less than a week for £85 plus post.
Yeah, it's going to the Highlands or Islands, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's why it's plus post, it adds it on.
Ah. This little mini teapot is Ashford or Ashford. It's a William Morris style print, and that cost 35p in a job lot of bric-a-brac from the auction, sold within 2 months for £13.99, and that is going to Israel. If you watch our videos regularly, you'll see that we sell secondhand and new puzzles and games on Amazon and eBay. We picked this Ravensburger puzzle up. It's a 500 piece. It costs £2.50. I love puzzles and I do a lot of puzzling myself, but I don't have time to do all of the ones we pick up to check that they're complete. So we do have someone that does some puzzle counting for us, but I thought I would give this one a go and do speed puzzling. It's basically doing a puzzle as quick as you can. 500 piece is quite a common one to speed puzzle. I haven't tried it before and I wasn't going to try it on 1,000. For my first speed puzzling experience, I'm going to go with this Ravensburger They are my favourite puzzles because the quality of the pieces is excellent. I'm going to aim to get this done for my first attempt within 2 hours. I'm going to film it all. I'm going to time myself. I'm not going to be disturbed if someone's at the door or the dogs want to go out, then Simon's going to have to deal with it. Speed puzzlers usually start the timer as soon as they open the box, so it's all brand new. They would never have opened it before. Now this is second hand. I have no idea if all the pieces are there. It's not in cellophane, so the timer will start basically when I take the lid off. So wish me luck. Let's hope it's complete and let's see if I can do it within 2 hours. Wow, I finished 2 hours, 31 minutes, 51 seconds, and the rest. But it is complete, so I'm pleased with that. I enjoyed doing it, however I would do things a bit differently next time. So I just laid out all the pieces around the board and they didn't all fit on the board. They had to go on the table as well. What I'll do is I'd put my edges together, I'd maybe sort them into colours, so like my purples, my whites, my greens. That's what I should have done this time. However, it was my first time. A lot of respect for people that can do in half an hour. There's like international competitions for this sort of thing. I'm really pleased. Do you ever do speed puzzling? Do you ever do puzzles to check them so you can resell them? Or do you just buy second-hand puzzles from charity shops because it's the cheaper way to do it? And how do you feel when they're missing pieces? I'm glad this is sold, because if it wasn't going to sell now, I don't know if it was going to sell. This cost 35p in a job lot from auction. That sold within 2 months for £15.99. Vintage Pearsons of Chesterfield flagon with cork stopper. This was 52p from auction, sold within a week for £9.99 plus post. Another pen from our stationery lady. This cost 22p, sold for £2.99 plus post. That sold in about 3 months. We've got these vintage Johnson Brothers Summer Chintz tea side plates. There's 6 of them. They cost £2.14 and they were a Facebook marketplace pickup last month. They sold in less than a month for £19.99 on Etsy. This is an Emma Bridgewater mug. It's a St George and a dragon. It's got some sort of marks and crazing inside. It costs £1.99 at a charity shop within the last 2 weeks, and that sold for £12 on the other site. And then we've also got this shot glass. It's a Romanian coat of arms on there. It costs 35p and that sold for £2 plus post on the other site, and that sold within 2 months, and these ones sold within a month. You've made it to the end of the video. It's amazing to see some of the items from that haul selling so quickly. Did you think they'd sell that quickly? Let us know. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.